Before they run down the hill at Clemson, they touch Howard's rock. Only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. And the Spartans will put toe to leather and will get started. Fair catch, called for and made. So the Clemson Tigers offense will get the first swing of the game. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
He's going to pass on second down. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it on 1st down. That's caught. It's Gathers. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Clemson will send the punt team out. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Spartans offense will take the field for the first time. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
They'll go right back to the run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. The Spartans want to crank the tempo. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And here comes the punt team. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Wolf. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He's looking to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Fowler. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Spartans want to pick up the tempo. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The run to the right. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. A little less room to work with now as the ball is at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Pocket starts to collapse. He finds his man. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. The Spartans come to the... set of downs. He caught it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. 2nd and goal coming up. They'll put the tight end in motion. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score.
This game fucking sucks. Just awful.
Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, 3-and-out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Now adjusting. At the 45 on his way. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. To the air on first down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Quarterback extends the play. He'll try to do it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Picks up the first down, still moving. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets it out quickly. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Clemson, 0. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the back. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Off play action. Makes the catch. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger. Timely decisions, effective play management helps him get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Spartans moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw. They've got the screen set up. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that can...
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. position was bad, the finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line, hauls it in. He's backed up deep in his own territory. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll give it to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Throws to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. He'll start this drive firing. Caught over the middle. It's Torres. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Of 33 on the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
Using the quick game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. The back goes in motion. He'll set up to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Fowler. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Makes the grab. It's Harbor. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And that one is picked off in the end zone. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds and complete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
He's got his man. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I love playing man-to-man defense. And I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. The receiver's telling the quarterback what they see. Takes the handoff. It's key. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, the defense just spent a whole lot of energy, too. That was a long play. That developed and took time, and they were pursuing, and they weren't able to get him initially. So you got dudes huffing and puffing and sucking wind, and this offense all of a sudden down close to your goal line. You might want to consider subbing some fresh bodies out on the field.
The penalty on the defense, where they don't really give up much ground, there's not much to lose this close to the end zone. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it one more yard to get it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Third and goal, where the strong come through. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get and live to play another day.
Time to take a shot. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Unloads to the wideout. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be fourth down. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch near the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
On second down, wants to throw it. He's got it. Ball down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to move it through the air. Caught behind the line. It's key. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Now on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score a touchdown.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Makes the catch. It's Gathers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, going up top. The ball is out behind the line. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And they've regained the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Ohio. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on him for us. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. They'll go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
This is one of the best run defenses in the entire country. They pride themselves on being the most physical unit, and you are seeing that in this game, shutting down this running game.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the first down marker. You could tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon. But usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that first down marker and get it.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
He wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Gathers. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback. Just
having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Working that left side now. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They're going to run it. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Gathers. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Might be looking to run. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. And the Spartans headed quickly to the line. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. He gets a block. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last round.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Quick completion on the out. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That turned out to be a free play with the offsides penalty. They'll wave it off, and the touchdown counts. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're lining up to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Line gets set, 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. And he's brought down after a huge completion. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Spartans will hustle to the line. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that pass is intercepted.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Got it behind the line. It's Gathers. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to take off. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the 1st down. Just so hard to defend.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Looking down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Sparty. And they take it in for 6 more points. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quick completion to the right. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Trying to impose their will with the run. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back.
Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
All right, it's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Fires downfield. Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the big fella. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Spartans have their offense in high gear. Going up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Harbor. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Huge moment coming here as they try to punch it in and quiet this crazy, raucous crowd. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Pressure coming. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Field goal is good. Just over a minute to play. Will we get a finish, or are we headed to overtime? Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some going deep. And he's got it inside the 35. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Leaves it with the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to
This
go
game
through
sucks.
them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And as time is dwindling away in this one, the offense is set up. First and goal, a great opportunity to get the go-ahead score. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Tiger! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing.
Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I'll watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. Fourth down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
He's taking a deep shot. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The clock and the scoreboard on their side as they come to the line. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. After this, it'll be a wrap. He'll come out throwing on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And the incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.